What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Charles Nobara, and today I'll be showing you guys how to effectively and efficiently farm up these tokens on the brand new story event, right? So you can do it either auto or manual, right? So I'll be showing you guys both ways, and you can do it on this stage, but obviously it's more limited. So be wary that after 3 times you don't get to do it until the next day, right? But if you want to farm it as quickly as possible to get the summon tickets, as I already have finished, I did it yesterday, so I've done every pool already, right? So it's pretty simple in my opinion. What you gotta do is, if you're doing it manually, have a buffing team, and auto having like a non-buffing team, right? I'll show you guys what I mean. So this is the manual team, right? So I've got, obviously, red is effective, so you're gonna want to swamp some red units in. I've got Yaga, obviously, for the debuff and the buffs. I've got Nanami for the buff mainly, and then I've got Megami for the domain and the debuff, and I've got Yuta for the nuke, right? And just for the overall damage. And then for the memories, you need to remember as well to have the bonus memories, right? So probably here you can swap that out and then put that on Gojo. Yeah, so the whole idea is to have the bonus memories, so obviously you get more tokens, right? So as you guys can see here, I've got a 60% bonus, and that really helps, right? And some characters get bonus too, like Yuta gets 5% alongside them. I'm pretty sure that's elemental. Yeah, all the red units get it, so that's not another reason to use red units, right? But yeah, it's very straightforward. So we'll get right into the battle, but before that, I'm gonna need you guys to please flash that like button and sub for more content. And unfortunately, on my Nobara summon, I've already done it off camera. I did it last night. I got nothing. So the dream of having Nobara is dead. But hopefully you guys can get it, right? So the first course of action is just a buff. You can use that because why not? Buff, you can use this and sprint slash and then use skill 3, right? So I'll show you guys how quickly you can kill this stage. Manually, it's probably easier and quicker. But on auto, obviously, it's more like I guess efficient because you're not playing the whole time. But the problem with auto is the AI is really dumb. I'm not sure on JP if it's still like that. They might have updated it. But on global, the AI is really dumb to the point where buffers won't buff your units and they'll only use skill 3. And then even if skill 2 is available, they'd rather attack. So say, for example, Yaga, right? He'll be spamming skill 3 right now, which isn't too bad because it is a debuff, right? But once he runs out of curse energy, even if he has 20, he go for kicks all the time, right? And Nami would never use skill 2 either, right? So Nami would be useless. You don't get any buffs, right? So doing it auto is more effective in that sense because you can, pick the most optimal ability choices. But then again, auto, you can just leave it on auto repeat. It will do it, but if you're doing it like actually playing, it would be faster to maximize your battles, you know what I mean? So as you guys can see, we're still just buffing, and we'll be in break mode soon. Megami's gonna obviously pop his domain here, and this is where the damage will really start coming, right? So we're gonna pop his domain and use this, and you guys will see the domain should break. There we go. And now you're dealing god damage now, okay? So the break's helpful too, because obviously no more ult. I guess Nami can use that now. Use this for the debuff and use for my lead Rika. And then next turn's going to be the god turn, right? And usually on these 3 limit stages, it's pretty hard to beat it in the one turn without using a entirely nuke team. But I guess it makes it's fair enough because you can only do it 3 times a day. Because, I guess the rewards are too good. But we're definitely killing it here. This is 4 turns left. Not too bad in my opinion. I'll show you guys the auto method after. But pretty damn solid in my opinion. So in 6 turns we cleared that. And if you don't have Yuta, just bring Gojo. Even though he's not type advantage, just bring Gojo. Because I'd assume you'd have Gojo. Because everyone should have Gojo. But there's the manual version. As you can see, we get about 600 of those with the 6% buff. Obviously, if you didn't pull the memory, you can't get the other bonus 30 or 20, I think it was. But I think it's okay either way, right? So obviously, we can't do that one anymore. So I'll show you guys the auto method for the next one. So yeah, so that's 15%, right? So this one is really good because 30% buff. if you don't have that one, like, it doesn't matter too much. You just get less, right? So anyway, I'll see you guys on the auto team. Alright guys, so this is a full auto team, right? And as you guys can see, it is very, very, very similar to the manual team, but Nanami's not there anymore, and we have Gojo in the starting lineup instead, right? Obviously, keep in mind that Gojo will not buff himself at all during the auto stage, right? Because the AI, it doesn't know what the frick it's doing, you know what I mean? And it's just going to spam skill 1 the entire time, apart from ult, but you can still clear it relatively easily, so we'll hop in the battle, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that dumb AI. I'm sure you guys have all realized it if you've autoed like any stage before. But although it is quicker, again, like you can just leave it, do your own thing, like go take a shit or something. Like look, see? It just spams skill 3, and then Gojo will be skill 1 only the whole time, right? And keep in mind this is a lower difficulty, so it might be a bit quicker. But obviously, if I put Nanami in, he wouldn't buff anyone, so there's no point putting Nanami in, right? Or any real buffers, because they're not going to buff, right? So anyway, as you can see, they're doing pretty good damage. Keep in mind, this is the lower rarity. Not rarity, the lower difficulty stage. But they're still getting to work, right? Like, probably auto might be the way to go anyway, just for like the time sake. You just leave it, do something else. Not like constantly play. Especially because it's really, really, really grindy. Like, I'm talking, you need to spend like a lot of stamina to get this stuff done, because even though the bosses themselves don't cost stamina, you've got like a limited amount, right? And like the only way to get it is stamina. So what you'd find is that you have to go on the first map, because you've already done 3 tries or the second map, go on the first map and just skip the shit out of it, right? And that costs a lot of stamina. So it's up to you guys if you want to do this grind, obviously, like in a short amount of time. There's still 12 days for it, so you can stretch it out if you really want. But if you're gonna rush that Nobara ult, not the ult, the multi, this is the video, right? So as you can see, 4 turns left, and even if this is a lower rarity, we've done it in around the same time. But keep in mind, this is again a lower difficulty, right? So on the other map, that would have costed a little more than 4 turns. So yeah, that's the way to auto grind, and then you can get your and it's way less stuff, as you can see. So maybe I'd say probably manual this stage, because there's only 3, and auto grind this one, right? That's probably the most ideal way you can do it. So yeah, like as you can see, it costs 20 and 20 per thing. I don't have enough. So if you're whoops, not there. I was haven't finished story. Don't laugh at me. Anyway, like, you probably would have done all these already if you're like, you know, doing it every day. There's no need for me anymore, because I already beat all of it. But you'd probably just be skipping here over and over again, right? So that's probably what you'd have to do if you're gonna rush it. If you're not rushing it, it'll take a while. Like, as you can see, I've got 1.8k here now, which is not bad at all. Get some extra mats, get some more JP, which is always nice. I'll finish this off. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope this helped even a little bit. Again, please be sure to bash that like button and stuff for more content. Comment down below if you pulled Nobara or not, because Nobara, damn, bro, even though I did 2 summons, she did not want to come home. So yeah, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.